Okay, so this is a bit different from my normal videos where I'm talking about Strobot View and how great it is. Oh, except I am talking about Strobot View and Strobot Trader. Strobot Trader trades from these charts, okay, like a real trader. These charts analyze themselves and send signals to Strobot Trader. So for those of you who don't know, basically we're looking for these hollow arrows for sells, some buys up here as well. So what I'm going to do is compare what I've developed over the last goodness knows how many years, 10 years or so, with standard indicators you get sent with MetaTrader 4. So if you're new to all this, when you sign up with a broker and you get MetaTrader 4, it's a charting platform that allows you to trade on as well. And I'm going to go through some of the standard indicators. This is RSI, that's pretty standard, isn't it? MACD, I think that's pretty standard, 12.269, that's standard. Okay, and I'm going to look at where you would have had your entries and just some of the things. Now everyone has a 200 period moving average of 20. So it's 20. Okay, so this is completely standard stuff. Okay, this is so not Strobot View obviously, and I want to show you where the entries would be if you were trading with these indicators you got free with your system. The reason that they're bad on the whole, okay, is because they are supplied by who? They are supplied by the broker. So the broker wants you to win enough that you keep trading and lose enough so they make more money. The other thing you have to understand is a lot of these indicators were written 30 years ago and they're designed for trading stocks, not currencies. So you've kind of got things against you to start with. So what I'm going to do is start off with using MACD. Okay, so MACD, this is MACD down here, and normally there's another line as well. But in the version you get with MetaTrader, you don't get it. So MACD crosses, for instance. So some people like to use where the signal crosses the main line. So let's draw one. Put this online, I think, and I'm going to draw one. This is GBP USD. Okay, 4-hour chart because I use 4-hour charts. Okay, first thing is to notice is that a lot of people use the 200 period moving average to determine whether they're buying or selling. So if you had a 200 period moving average like this, there it is in the middle, that red line. Okay, that's the standard thing. I trust you. If you go on 85% of trading videos using indicators, they will tell you to use 200 period moving average to indicate direction. So you only buy above it and sell below it. Well, of course, the problem with that here is that you could buy there, buy there, buy there. And then if you bought there, well, the problem is it's now in a downtrend, but you're not picking that up because your 200 moving average is too slow, way too slow, because it's a lagging indicator, a lagging thing. So it's too late. So the market actually changed direction. You see what this, so Strobot View, this is our trend indicator, okay? It changed direction there. Okay, so while the 200 period moving average people are still wondering what's going on and thinking that's a pullback and it's going to go further up, okay, we knew it changed direction at that point. Now, actually, if I draw a line, I'll just clear that off of there and draw a proper line. I don't use MetaTrader's lines because you have to clean them up afterwards. So, draw a line. So let's draw a nice line down here. Okay, now you can see more or less where the market changed direction. There is a short there on the MACD, but the problem with it is, and you've got divergence there, so although the market's going up, MACD is coming down. Okay, so you could look at that and go, oh, we're going to change direction, but you don't really know when that's going to happen. So if you were, for instance, using MACD, and you said, oh, I'm going to sell there, what happens? You're still in an uptrend. It's wrong. It's just purely wrong. Okay, and some people use divergence to detect whether there's a move in the opposite direction. The other thing that you've got is RSI. Now, RSI, the idea is that for a lot of people, when it enters this area, it's what we call overbought. And when it enters that area, it's oversold. And what that basically means is that the market's going to change direction. Now, what's the problem with this? It's pretty obvious, isn't it? So here it is. This is the point. In fact, back here is the point it became overbought here. What does it keep doing? Going up. Even though RSI is saying it's coming down. Even here, look how inaccurate it is. It does come down a slight bit, but then it goes back up again. Personally, I think MACD is pretty useless because of this fact that its calculations work fine if you're in a flat market that breaks out. So there, it breaks out, but once it's outside that, it says that's overbought. It's not overbought, it's still going up. It's got a long way to go before it's overbought. That line there is actually where the market changed direction. Okay, so that's 3 indicators I think that we can pretty much discard. The other way that people use MACD actually is that is as I said before. Well, some people like to do when it crosses the line, put a short on. It's completely in the wrong place. Strobot view's first trade in this downtrend is there, second one there, second one there, third one here. If you look at where that is in view of MACD, it's pretty much in line with it, but the problem is that it's pretty much in line with the fact that it was near the 0 line. So this one is way out. Okay, and if you're just trading 0 crossovers, you've got to buy there, and then you've got nothing. This is in an uptrend. You've got nothing until it goes into a sell here. So I suppose to be fair, MACD is actually the best indicator there is on MetaTrader that comes as a standard. Okay, but of course the big problem is that it's wildly inaccurate. Okay, you could. Another way to do MACD, of course, that people like to use is if it's above, you buy above and sell below. So in fact, this would kind of work, but look at where you're getting. So there's that's a sell signal. So there's a buy signal here. Okay, there's a buy signal, and then that's up there. The next buy signal is here, where the main crosses. Okay, what's the problem with it? You're in too late. Okay, in fact, okay, so where would our software come in? So we take buys here, 2 there, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Then we're into a sell because the market's changed direction. Not that these indicators have picked it up. Sell, 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 sell. Now, the way that our software works is that it places 2 trades whenever it makes a trade. So what it would do is here, it would place 2 buys there, one of them with a 23 pips target and the other one with the target of this level here. And the reason for that is that we worked out that 75% of the time we get 23 pips at least on our trades. I can show you the stats for that if I bothered to get the spreadsheet out, but I forgot to. There is another video where I talk about the 23 pip target and why it makes money. So 75% of the time our trades run at least 23 pips. Okay, so we make money by the fact that we know we're going to make 23 pips out of every trade. At 23 pips, our trades go safe, the stop goes inside the entry on both trades, and then we hold the longer term to get bigger profits if there are any there. Okay, because sometimes there aren't. Okay, and we're working on taking lots of small trades rather than taking lots of big trades. We're not trying to come in at the top of this and then hold it till there. There's just no point. We may as well take it down till here, take it down to the first target there, which is quite accurate, take profit, take the second one, makes it to the target kind of there, take profit. Again, we've got the same thing happening here. It would probably just be staying in that trade, and then it took, the target was here, take profit. So you can see by doing this, we're getting double bump, double like 1 and a bit times. We're working on 1.75 R2R, risk to reward, because our stops are all 23 pips. Okay, so everything is very, very calculated. We're using a special version of ATR to calculate our targets. Even to enter the trade, we have to have the market has to have a certain amount of power in it. We don't take anything that's got a 4-hour ATR under 30 pips because we want to be safe and have closed our first trade in the first 4-hour candle. We also try and enter at the top of the candle, so we won't enter the trade here. So if the signal turns up, if there is a signal that turns up in the middle of that candle, we aren't going to be entering it there. We need to enter it at the top of the candle. So there's all kinds of things going on with this system that aren't going on with us. And there's also the fact we go cross time frame as well. So we actually look at the daily, the 4 hour, and the different time frames to try and get the very best entry we can. So there's a lot of complex things going on you just don't get with these indicators that are lagging and slow. So if you're interested in our robot system, basically you can just go to StrobotUltimate.com. There's all the details you need there, and a bunch more videos you can watch. And I hope this has been really useful. And I can't think of, I don't know if there's any other indicators I'm going to throw in. I'll just have a quick look. Those are the main two that I used to use years ago to lose money. RSI, yeah. Stochastic as well. It's pretty well used. I always, parabolic SAR is quite interesting. It's difficult to see really, but again, it's too late. If you actually try and trade with it, you'll find that it doesn't. It looks like it's a really good. Got that sell entry bang on, but it doesn't appear straight away. So you know, it's like zigzags do the same thing. You know, so with our system, you've just got one big indicator that does all these things. It gives you all the information you need if you want to trade manually, or if you want to trade. If you want to trade automatically, you can use our robot, which just reads from these charts. So anyway, I hope that's really cool. I've done my outro, then I've done another bit. So I'll add another outro. So StrobotUltimate.com is the website where there's videos and information. Please join our Discord group, even if you're not interested in taking it and you just want to have a chat. That's cool. We've got a great Discord group. We've got 2 professional traders on board with us. Who've been working with me on this, giving advice and helping me set things up. And on top of that, we've got a whole bunch of some technical guys who are looking after the servers and things like that. So it's a really cool system to become part of, and we're a little community. And you're really welcome to join us. StrobotUltimate.com. Thanks very much.